What's up, guys, and welcome back to Tales of Berseria playthrough. So, been a while. I think it's been about almost 2 weeks. So, back. Mainly because also this weekend I do have to go out of town, so I won't be doing anything console wise. But let's go ahead and check our expedition. Won everything, but we still do not have what we're looking for. It sucks. So, in the last part, we ran into the sword breaker, and now we are trying to find a port to get to.
Now why does that name sound so familiar?
Hey, Eleanor. Thanks for stepping in earlier.
Think nothing of it. My orders are to protect you, so I did.
Remember, Rokuro was about to kill him, because he interfered with the
orders
duel.
or no orders, I'd save anyone under threat from a demon. Well, how noble.
Oh, I got it!
Got what?
The tragic tale of the sword Stormquell. Gather round and listen, oh grimy travelers. Once, centuries past, there was a sword renowned the world over for its peerlessly sharp edge, its forger shrouded in mystery. So mighty was each swing of the sword, it produced howling winds that could level mountains. No other sword could match its power. The people, in their superstition, began to call it the Godblade.
This Godblade, is it Stormquell?
Shush! The tale is merely beginning. Now, there was one man who was truly enamored with the Godblade. His name was Kurogane, a blacksmith of wondrous talent. His heart was set on forging an even greater
And remember,
sword.
the
and he
sword
had a
that
name in mind
Rokuro
for
has
this
is
sword.
Stormquell.
Stormquell, the sword to conquer the Godblade's roaring winds.
And did he make it?
Kurogane forged scores of challengers to the Godblade, but each would-be Stormquell was shattered by the implacable howling wind. Some say the
Or I think
wielder
it
of
was
the Godblade chopped
Stormhowl.
off his head. Others say he took his own life. The truth is lost to the dusty cobwebs of history. But perhaps he, and his grudge towards the Godblade, somehow yet live.
A grudge that spans centuries. You hear tall tales like this all the time. That sword and its inscription we saw were probably just inspired by the legend.
Perhaps. But if that's the real Stormquell, we should all sleep with one eye open tonight.
What makes you say that?
Because that Godblade Kurogane wanted so desperately to top has been passed down through my family for generations. Its name is Stormhowl.
In other words, we could well bump into your armored friend again. Let's hurry it up.
So, nice little backstory that they were able to implement on, of course, the legend of the sword, but also it being involved into Rokuro's family. Let's see what we got in the mines. Yeah, so in the last one we mainly just ran into the sword breaker demon, and then that was mainly it, besides just some story stuff with Laphicet and Eleanor and whatnot. But yeah, since it's been quite a while since the last part, nothing major really has been going on. Played Zenless Zone Zero when it released. It's pretty different, pretty nice.
Don't waste my time.
Other than that, just mainly been reading manga. I read the manga for
What about this one?
Hollow Realization, which, for those of you who don't know, Hollow Realization is a game of Sword Art Online.
Right then,
It
let's
is
finish
the
this.
third game in the series that was released. And it was interesting. It actually followed a bit of the game story, but it did its own twist, which the twist for it was really good. Honestly, that could have been part of the main game. It was that good. And what else? Game-wise, a quick update on Hollow Realization is that I'm almost close to getting my first Enigma weapon. I've been on there getting some of those done, getting some elements, unlock some more skills, EX skills, skill trees, all that kind of stuff. So pretty nice progress on that going.
Try as they might, it won't change anything.
And what else? I did read the manga for Danmachi, and the one I'm referring to is the Familiar Chronicles, which the Familiar Chronicle is basically side stories that focus mainly on the other characters. Like, there's only 2 of them so far, and one of them is for Ryu, and the other one is for Freya. And Ryu's one is pretty good. It takes place, like, I think after Bell wins the war game, and you get to see some more stuff, you know, that hasn't shown in the anime yet. You get to see some more stuff in Aurario, all that kind of thing. Pretty interesting read. Freya's is really good too. You get to see how much more Freya acts, how much more the people in her familia act, and
Listen,
you get to see her use her
You can't trust her just because she said
her
she'd
power
protect you. Orders or no orders. Remember,
pretty crazy.
Malachim are just tools to exorcists.
But she really did protect me.
I know you feel you owe her for that, but do you have to look so happy about it?
Sorry.
I'm not asking for an apology. I just want her to know that we've all got an eye on her. No matter how close you two get. I want her to understand that I come first.
So, what do you want me to do?
Remember,
Let's see.
Velvet comes first.
To put it simply,
It's that
I'm
sisterly
number
love
1,
coming through.
and Eleanor is number 2. Got it?
I get it. You're
I
number
love that.
1, and Eleanor is number 2.
Right. I'm number 1. Wait, this is kind of stupid, isn't it?
It's alright. I understand.
That's not what I mean.
She's number 1 and she's number 2. Yep. And then I plan on reading the Caliber arc for SAO. It's only 1 book. See how that is, because they already made that into part of the anime, but I want to see how that possibly differs or anything like that. I'm gonna read the Girl Ops for SAO as well, because I'm curious about Lux. Because anybody who's played Lost Song, you do know there's a secret character in there named Lux, and she's part of Girls Ops. That's where she kind of originates from.
A candle? What's that doing here?
Oh, I think these were used to keep robbers away. Like wards around old king's tombs. I've read about this. There's a trick to the stone. It reacts to heat.
Heat, huh?
So
Then
we
there's
use
only
our
one thing to do.
flamer. Yeah, we use that. Bam. And then it opens. And then other than that, don't know at the time if I mentioned it or if I didn't even start it yet, but I read volume 1 of the Shield Hero light novel. A lot of stuff up in that the anime kind of doesn't really show and go into. So that was a nice read. I'm keeping notes of it in a Google Doc, like to list any kind of info, you know, like the type of shields he gets, keeping notes of what level he is at different times, all that kind of stuff. And like I said, I got a Google Doc of it. I'll link it in the comment section for this if anybody's interested in checking it out. I'll keep updating it anytime I end up, you know, finishing a volume or anything like that. And like I said, mentioned before, eventually, if I do decide to actually do like a anime channel or something like that, or put anime videos on here with manga and whatnot, then it'll be there too. So for now, it's kind of just like a little,
We will need to
I guess, a
be
little
extremely
hobby
wary.
project to do. Dang. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, he is hitting hard. Like bottle.
Disgraceful.
I'll help you! Dark and light, paint the town red! Blood moon! Stay here! Tap! Glitter! Here it comes! Here!
Okay, cool, Mystic Art.
Hail! Here it comes! Healing circle!
Oh, what happened to the other thing?
I'm unbeatable!
Oh, there it is.
Here it comes! I say! Shake the heavens! Take that! Here it comes!
Yep, and other than that, I've just been kinda trying to catch up on some other books. I did finish We Never Learn, and that was an amazing series to finish. Highly recommend if anybody's into reading manga or anything. Read that for sure. And I went back to reading Love and Lies, because I think I stopped around volume 5 for that, and then I just got sidetracked reading other stuff. But I went back to reading that, and it's been nice to reread that again, getting back into it.
Come on, put up some fight, okay?
Scout's Ventite doubles the effect rate for the first strike in battle. Nice. So yeah, mostly during this time, when I haven't been recording, it's mainly just been reading, trying to get through a bunch of stuff and all that. Keeping up with the online mangas too. Dress Up Drawing's been really nice. Nagatoro only has one more chapter left, and that's it. That'll probably be sometime this week. So that's gonna be sad to see go, because I've really enjoyed that series. But yeah, Zenless has been nice. I'm waiting on. I kind of want to get the Shark Maid girl, but I want to save for potentially the Samurai Cat girl. I think her name is Miyabi, because she is awesome. She looks so cool. But I don't know when she would become a thing or anything like that, because the next character we already know who that is. But I'm not sure how long it'll be before she comes out. So I mean, it could be good for me to try to get the Shark Maid, and it could not. Don't know. Also, we got the Turtles there. Turtles. Aw, we don't get no little talk scene with him. Let's see. I know we mastered some things. Okay. Resistance ring. Put that on. Put that on. We don't have another ribbon for her. Put that void ring on. Okay. So that's all good. Let's see what he's got. Since I've got the money, I might as well just, I'll buy these. Why not? Okay, so he already mastered that. So we don't have these. I'll buy those. We've already got Aqua Ring. got that. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so that all should be good. Guess I'll buy like 10 of these ingredients. We haven't been cooking, which I completely forgot about cooking. So we got prickle boar, recovers 20%, prevents all status ailments, and fills SG completely. So yeah. So we do got the Mabo curry though. Alright. I think mainly these other recipes will come from possibly side quests and then other stuff.
No. Well, if you aren't the craziest demon, your body's harder than your own sword.
Who's this?
That's Lord Shigure, one of the only 2 legate exorcists in the entire abbey.
One of the ones we haven't seen, really.
A legate. Same as Melchior.
And this is the guy that Rokuro's been looking
Eleanor, fancy meeting you here. What the hell happened to you? You get captured by a demon? Or are you a turncoat?
I'm...
Don't matter. I do my own thing. I got no standing to tell you how to live. Still, today's my lucky day. Never thought I'd encounter the one and only Stormquell.
Shigure, I think someone over there wants your attention. He looks lonely.
You're right, I'm being a jerk. Just can't pass up the chance to tease my little brother. Can I, Rokuro?
Your brother?
You haven't changed a bit,
Yes.
Shigure.
You go blind, dumbass? I'm bucket load stronger now. You're the one who hasn't changed, I bet. You still hung up on trying to take me down?
The one you want to beat in a fight? That's him?
I'm not who I was that day either, brother.
Oh, wait. You're a demon? Ha! Now it's getting good. But I wonder, has that really changed anything? When my real storm howl breaks your sad reject again, you gonna piss yourself like last time?
See how it goes.
Laffy said, no matter what, I need you to stay out of it.
All right.
Now I think we're forced to play as Rokuro in this part, which is kind of funny because I literally do not know how to play Rokuro at all.
Swords, brother.
Shut up! You're dead!
Oh, that was nice.
You regret sparing my life last time! Hey, no escape! See this? Slash! Silence! Vengeance! Hey, caught you! Hey, no escape! Slash! Hey, hurricane! Silence!
Hitting pretty hard.
Slash! Hey, hurricane! See this? Hey, hurricane! See this? Silence!
Hit me again. Nice.
Silence! Hey, hurricane! Hey, no escape! See this?
Not too shabby.
Slash! Silence! Silence! Vengeance!
Okay. Didn't have to go all the way.
Feisty as
Nice.
a demon. I like it. But alas, I think our fight's over.
Rokuro!
What? My body!
I said stay out of this! We're just getting started here!
Oh? No backing
Put
down
out the
for you
broken
this
blade.
time, huh?
Keep in mind just the distance. Like Shigure has
We're
more
done for
distance with
today.
the sword.
Shigure!
Oh, calm down, Rokuro.
And also, Luffy was literally about to
We
get
could have
Eleanor
a real
killed.
fight sometime if you actually brought a decent sword. Go ask that old bastard there to make you one. I'll be waiting.
Huh? Who?
That demon in the armor, Kuragane.
The smith we heard about.
The blacksmith from the story.
I'll be waiting for you at Port Cadnix. Unless you can beat me, you ain't getting off this island.
Who are you to decide that?
You got a problem with it, lady? Best of luck, you demons. You'll need it.
Lord Shigure, sir. I'm on a high-level mission.
Eleanor, babe, I get it. You've gone rogue. Have fun with that. I see you again. I'll kill you.
Gone
He
rogue.
wasn't even trying yet. You can tell.
But if we all fight him together...
That won't work. But there is another way.
What are you talking about? What way?
I've heard
Follow
his
me.
voice before, but I can't pin it. I know I've heard his voice, but
Rogoro.
I can't think of the character.
Velvet, aren't we going after him?
This is his fight. It has nothing to do with me.
But Shigure said he'd be waiting at the port. He may be a nutball, but I don't think he's fool enough to let us slip past.
Exactly. And as a swordsman, he's even more skilled than Artorias, and that's saying something.
We're mice with our tails pinned, and the cat's licking his lips.
At the very least, Kurogane seems to have some kind of plan.
Fine. We'll hear what he has to say. What was that fat cat creature with Shigure?
Fat cat.
Morgrip? She's a Moloch. She just looks different.
And?
And what? She has all the abilities of a Moloch. I'm not trying to keep anything from you. All I know is her name and that she's a Moloch.
Huh.
Lord Shigure is an exorcist legate, but he's also a warrior who can match exorcists or demons even without the use of Moloch arts. Since no one has ever seen Shigure use an art, Morgrim is considered one of the 7 wonders of the Abbey. The 7 wonders of the Abbey! No one knows Morgrim's capabilities, or even the details of Shigure's pact with her.
No one except me.
And I think they basically stay a secret.
This is all
I don't think you ever
highly
really learn.
classified, but Morgrim is incredibly lazy. The price she demanded of Shigure for making a pact with her was grooming and defleeing.
Anything else?
Don't know how to.
And on a point
Don't know
of
if you take that true,
sensitivity,
but
she's chubby, not fat. She may be our enemy, but she's also a woman. You should try not to hurt each other's feelings.
Anything else?
yeah, not sure if you could take what he's saying to
All
heart.
the rage with Malakim, so much so that false eyebrows are expected to be the next big thing.
Well, if he's that strong without Moloch arts, I don't want to see what he's like with them.
So looks like Rokuro will probably get a weapon from Kuragane, so we can beat Shigure. I think this is where we go. I don't know if I accidentally went the wrong way, which I want to say I probably
What were you thinking, Eleanor? Attacking
did
a
not.
legate like
Okay.
that?
Well, I just thought Rokuro was going to die if I didn't intervene.
Oh? You'd kill one of your own allies for a demon?
I acted without thinking. Sometimes I'm too soft-hearted to a fault.
I'd say it's less that, and more just stupidity. You're supposed to be protecting
Stupidity.
Laphicet. Don't get yourself into trouble you don't need.
Even if one of her own is in danger?
Even then.
This kid must be really important to her. All right, I understand.
Laphicet, next time she acts up, stop her. Understand? We don't know what she's got up her sleeve.
Okay. Thanks for not telling on me, Eleanor. And I'm sorry I hijacked your body.
I understand how it feels to want to protect your friends. The problem's with those demons, not you.
But I think Velvet has the capacity to feel the same way too. At least when it comes to her brother.
Is that why you're staying with her?
I'm not sure. It's hard to say.
I have to figure out what's going on with this group. If I ever hope to wrest the child from them.
That would be the biggest mistake you ever make if you try to take Laphicet from them. I think this is the right way. Yeah, because I think he's over here. And like I said before, I think we're about halfway done, and or something like that with the story, possibly. Because I know after we end up getting off of this place, we start to enter, like, I guess you could say, like, kind of the final phases. In a way. Man, there's just way too many paths. Way too many. At least we're getting a lot of cat spirits, though. We're stocking up on those. Fancy chest. Succubus horn earrings. And of course it would be for Magilu. Of course. Okay, so that should be it for this area to look at. Yes, okay. So we'll just have to head even deeper. Oh, we saw more Fractured Daydream stuff as well. AG and Yuna DLC characters. They showed what their roles were. I know Yuna was like a support as usual. AG I think was attacker. Alice is a tank, surprisingly in a way. Yu-Gi-Oh I think was an attacker. I can't really remember. He might be rogue or something like that, considering he has the freezing abilities. I don't really remember. It's out there though. You can just look it up and stuff.
Scout.
Still don't have it, man. And we got the release date for it, which is October 3rd or 5th or 4th, somewhere right there. Which October has a lot of games coming out, so it's not a good release window for it. But it is what it is, you know. The game is up for pre-order already. The highest tier I think is like $100. They include two outfits I know for sure are from the mobile games. You can get an outfit for Kirito that is a Demon Lord armor, and Sinon gets like a poker outfit, which was from Memory Defrag. So that's pretty neat. And the Asuna one, I don't know if that was from mobile or not.
Look
I
at
can't
all
remember
those
it.
swords.
That's what happens when the legendary blacksmith Kurogane toils so hard. he forgets
So
to
far,
die.
it's alright, though.
I gave up everything, thinking of nothing else.
Not the most
but
exciting,
forging
but
a
alright.
sword that could surpass Stormhowl. And before I knew it,
You had traded your humanity for demonhood.
I see I'm not the only one. So great was your grudge against your brother, the inheritor of Stormhowl.
Well, guess we're not so different. You don't suppose you could hammer me up a new sword, do you?
I've forged countless blades over these long years, yet not one has proven a match for Stormhowl. And yet you still seek a Kurogane sword?
I'll put it like this. No matter how much you've failed across the centuries, you've never broken. Well, I'm the same way. If anything can break Shigure and his god blade, it's the bitterness I carry.
Strangely enough, seeing you and your brother has given me an idea that might work. I will forge you a new blade.
Should we get some Brightstone?
Nope. No need for that.
Huh?
Should I take it from the top?
If you would, my arms are all I'll be needing.
Pretty interesting way.
What are you doing?
When you think about it, he did say his
Don't be
grudge.
alarmed.
You know,
I'm just
he never
cutting
broke
free some
all
raw
these
materials
years.
for the sword.
You see something new every day.
You need his head to make the sword?
That's right. With this fine clump of pure resentment, I shall forge your imitation Stormhowl anew.
No. I only keep this imitation as a reminder of how weak-willed I was in the past. To defeat Shigure, I've perfected the art of dual wielding, a secret Rangetsu
Yeah,
technique.
so sadly, you don't get to use Rokuro as, like, you know,
Alright.
with that sword.
If
It's
that's
still
what you
just the
prefer,
daggers.
a pair of short swords it is.
That's one thing I was mainly looking forward to whenever I first played and got to this part. I was really excited to probably finally use the giant sword attack, but sadly, no.
Whoa!
We'll wait outside.
Now we can talk to everybody, so let's see.
The ship is on
Go
its
to
way.
Iso first.
Right on.
Of course it is. They don't have the Reaper on board.
One more thing. Apparently, Shigure is Artorias' bodyguard.
So we'll have to face him down sometime. No matter what.
It's in our best interest to get rid of him while he's working alone. The problem is, Rokuro can't beat him by himself.
Agreed. Shigure is not to be trifled with.
Certainly. That's why, when Rokuro creates an opening, we're going to take Shigure out.
You want us to meddle in somebody else's private quarrel?
If it affects my own quarrel, yes.
I suppose I'm in the same position. Besides, I can still use him. There's no sense in throwing his life away.
Rokuro's not really a guy to care about the big picture. He might try to hack your limbs off a bit, but he'll get over it.
Yeah, he'll get over it.
Rokuro, Kurogane, I just do not understand them.
You saw them. Demons. We're crazy.
Sure, but they go through life with such crystal clear sense of purpose.
Even demons have things they're not willing to let go. Or do you think us mere animals, running around killing people left and right?
I know. I understand demons still have a certain consciousness, but I look at those two and they seem passionate, like normal people.
Well, I've yet to meet a human so passionate he'd chop his own head off.
Do you have a purpose like they do?
I do, in fact. Ever since Artorias used my brother as a sacrifice.
Typical demon nonsense. The Abbey exists to protect the people. Yes, sometimes cold, painful decisions need to be made to protect the many, but they never stoop to human sacrifice. Besides,
Eleanor, you weren't even
as
there.
shepherd, Artorias will cleanse the world of...
If that's what you think, ask the precious shepherd yourself. Ask him just what he did 3 years ago.
He wouldn't. He'd never.
That's what kind of sucks about Eleanor's character. Is like yeah, she sees the Abbey because she doesn't know the full truth or anything like that. So obviously, what Velvet is saying, she doesn't believe, especially considering Velvet as a demon. But it's like you weren't there, you know. And why would Velvet be doing this specifically,
Rokuro
going
wants
after
to slay his
Artorias,
brother,
you know?
even if it kills him. And Kurogane had his own head lopped off just to forge powerful swords. How do those two find it in themselves to go so far?
It's just how they are. They're demons. Not exactly normal.
Yeah, it's scary. But I also kinda admire it. But me, I don't have anything I'm that desperate to accomplish.
Not yet, you mean. In time, you'll find something.
You really think so?
Almost certainly. But don't feel you have to go and risk your life over it. You're not a demon, and you should stay that way. You deserve a normal life.
Okay.
But never mind. Just the foolish ramblings of a demon girl.
And now, the best for last. Muggy Lou, what do you have to say?
Rush out to the docks to scout the place out. Pretty smart, am I right?
I pity that creature sometimes.
That Kurogane, though, what a character! Giving his own body to forge a sword, like some kind of ritual sacrifice.
Ritual sacrifice. It's certainly something only a demon would do. It was a necessary sacrifice in order to gain power.
A necessary sacrifice. What a vicious turn of phrase.
Indeed.
Still, I can't say I'm not thrilled to see how it all turns out. If what you give is mere meat for a god's morbid lunch, could there be a more trivial sacrifice? But if the offering is one's own body and soul, even a single hair can be portentous. I wonder which he will have been in the end.
Bad news! A group of praetors have left the docks and are headed this way! They said they were coming to purge Eleanor the traitor!
Purge?
Velvet, what do we do?
We take them head on.
Kill him.
And you're fighting with us, Eleanor.
An order, I presume.
It is. Protect Laphicet and defeat the exorcists.
All right. I understand.
Just remember, if we lose Eleanor, Laphicet will turn into a demon.
I haven't forgotten. But we need to pool all the resources we have. She needs us for her own ends. And we'll use that to our advantage in this fight.
Just don't push your luck too far, Velvet.
And so recently was she a noble, upstanding young exorcist. How quickly one falls when entering Velvet's dark orbit.
Ask me if I care.
Do we have? Okay, yeah, no, we don't. Who do we have? Okay, yeah, I'll keep those. Now, which way are they coming from? That's the question. Straight ahead? Do we... How do... I'm trying to think. I... Okay, I'm sitting here trying to figure out how to open the map. Okay. So weird, because it's the square button. And when I first played this game, I wasn't even using it. I was just mainly walking around and just mainly getting lucky.
Praetor Eleanor, you should be ashamed of yourself, cowering to demons.
Your collusion
Not
can
your
spell
average
disaster to the
demons.
Abbey if left unchecked. The only possible atonement is your death.
Alright, Eleanor, put in that work.
Is this
There you go, Eleanor. Easy.
You've betrayed the people and sullied Artorias' ideals.
No, that's not...
Dude, bombastic side-eye, bro.
She's testing me. I know I have to
Oh
fight.
my god.
My mission calls for it. But any more of this will kill them.
Time for you to die and be purged!
Eleanor!
I can't do it. I can't kill them.
I'm not done yet.
Damn.
Now we're even, Eleanor.
You've got new swords.
Sinister. I like it.
I take it you're ready.
Yeah. All that's left is to kill Shigure.
With me as a witness.
I...
Keep on fighting like that, and you'll be killed. And if you get killed, Laphicet will lose his vessel.
I know that.
Velvet, wait.
You're not going to kill them?
I'm just not that hungry right now. I've got new orders for you. Fight the exorcists, but make sure they don't die.
Understood.
Saved by Aizen and Rokuro.
I guess that was as far as Eleanor could go.
I think so. Push her any further and she's bound to break.
Ever the virtuous exorcist.
That very virtue is what lets her be Laphicet's vessel. Besides, I can't help but admire her commitment. She's enduring total disgrace to accomplish her mission.
How uncommonly pleasant of you.
Pleasant folks don't use people the way we do.
Yeah, you've got that right.
Cool.
Hey, Bienfu? I was wondering if I could talk to you about something that's on my mind.
I figured it was just about the time that you and I had the talk, actually. I've seen it all, heard it all, and even tasted it all in my time as a Moloch. Ask me anything you want.
Taste it all.
Thanks. I was hoping you could let me borrow those books you were reading earlier. If that's
No,
okay.
don't borrow
You
them.
mean how to talk a human female into becoming your vessel? And how to
No.
get the cuties?
Hey!
Laphicet, no.
Keep it down! Keep it down!
He's
But you
going
and Madame
corrupt.
Eleanor have already formed a pact. Why do you still need either of those books?
Well, it's like when we're alone together, things get so awkward. It's hard to talk with her, you know?
That happens a lot with Malachiman vessels who are still new to the whole thing. I've been there. In that case, I've got an even better book for you.
Whoa! You read a lot of books.
I'm just an avid learner is all. Now let's see. Oh, here we go. Hot Spring Topics. Bearing your body and your soul. Being upfront and honest is always the best policy.
I don't think we'll be bathing in any hot springs together. Do you have anything else?
Plot twist.
All right, then how about
You will.
after bath party games?
Now that I
Dropping
think
your
about it,
defenses
it's funny because like
and
these are
your
basically
towels.
hinting at that
Why do you
happening.
keep trying to get us naked? I think that would just make things even more awkward.
Picky. Tell you what, you can just look at my collection and pick whatever sounds good.
Love hacking. Living
Where does he
long
put
and
these
loving
books
hard,
though?
Diary of a Diary Thief. Hands speak louder than words.
All classics. I remember reading them when Miss Magilu and I were struggling to get along. Oh, to be young again.
You ever think maybe things would have been easier if you never read these books?
Reading the mood. Knowing what to say and how to say it. That one's a winner. A must-read for sure.
Are you two reading something together?
We are.
No.
We are. Laphicet's been worried about that awkward distance between you two, and he came to me for some advice. I've heard his side of the story, so let's you and I grab some tea and talk about what to do about it. Come on! Let's go, let's go!
Oh, okay.
Knowing what to say and how to say it. I don't think this will help either.
Not at all. Okay, let me check the map. So, pretty sure we just literally port side. Port side. Yeah, okay, so we're just leaving. Okay. Oh, we did get some masteries. Oh, he did get new weapons too. Yeah, it's right here, Kurigane daggers. I think these daggers actually get replaced pretty quick in the story, but you can see right there they also come with some mastery skill on them already. I don't know if they automatically start off with 79 or if it's because this one's already at 79 that I have equipped on him. I don't know. But yeah, I mean they're really strong. You can see the difference, 69 to 118 for, you know, physical and magic, which is nice. But yeah, that's pretty much kind of it. And then we tunnels port side. Brigid Ravine. Yeah, I guess Brigid Ravine is where I go. Or maybe it's this way, because we didn't go up here before. Yeah, so it should be this way. Oh. Other status herb there. Like I said before, I don't use these really in games, especially Tales series. I really do not use these at all. There's really no point with just going through the story and doing some of the other stuff. I'll probably, like, usually if I ever do use them though, it's like right at the very end of the game, like either before the final boss or just never. Or it's like after the whole main story, you know. But there's a cat box there, nothing in it though, sadly. We're also about to be coming up on time, so probably after this fight, if I can get to it in time, that'll probably be it.
Hey, Rokuro. Why did he call your storm howl a reject?
Well, you see, when blacksmiths make swords, they don't just make one at a time. They make a whole bunch. The best one of them all is the one that gets presented to the sword's commissioner, while the rest are tossed aside.
Huh. I didn't realize the standards were so high.
The head of my clan gets the real storm howl, and his siblings get the remainders.
So one is real, and the others are imitations?
I guess so. Shigure has the real one, and yeah, guess that makes mine an imitation.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to imply...
Don't apologize. You got me to finally realize something. It might just be why I'm so hung up on beating him.
Oh.
And to Velvet, which Laphicet is real, and which is the imitation?
Oh, what are you saying?
She means my name. It's the same as Velvet's brothers.
The one who went and got sacrificed by Artorias.
Surely you are mistaken. Our shepherd would never do such a thing.
But what else could make Velvet
would.
hate Artorias so much?
I don't...
So you have a truth, and Velvet has a truth. Now which is the real one, and which is the imitation?
Nothing there. Okay. Oh, forgot to mention my Star Rail progress. I ended up getting Dragonfly, which is really fun to play with a Super Break team. And then I was pulling for Rune May just to see if I could maybe get lucky or whatever, and I got her too. So that's awesome. I now have pretty much a team for everything. You know, dot team. I've got the break team, and you know, just I need to build up my follow-up team just a bit more. But I'm currently waiting on Yoon Lee, but I've been seeing, you know, more beta tests and stuff recently, and it seems like she's been nerfed. That's kind of what I'm seeing a lot of people saying in the comments of those videos and stuff. I don't know how true it is. I don't know what exactly they nerfed on her, but I'm probably still going to try to pull for her regardless. I just like her, you know, design-wise and just animation-wise. I just think she's cool, you know. Jaqui, or however you pronounce his name, he would be extremely good for me for, of course, Acheron, since I've got her, but personally, I just want Yunli. I just like her more, and that's pretty much all there is to it, you know. If you like somebody, you know, more, you know, you can just go for them instead. You just might have a little bit of a difficult time, you know, clearing whatever type of end game or whatever, you know. Since you probably won't have like the, I guess like the best suited team. And on Dragonfly's banner, so I didn't have Gallagher, I think that's his name. I didn't have him before because I missed him whenever he was first released. And then I think I missed him on his event where he was like free. So I was pulling mainly on that too to get him, which I did. But
You and
I kid
Shigure
you
both
not.
use the Rangetsu style.
I'll say it after this.
But to me, it looked like you both fight completely differently. Why is that?
Our school encompasses two distinct forms. To the outside world, we're known for fighting with a single greatsword. But we also study dual short swords should need arise.
So, Shigure uses the greatsword, and you use the short.
In most schools, wouldn't the secondary technique be used primarily in support of the first?
That's true for us as well. We learned the dual short swords to provide sparring partners for those studying the greatsword.
Then why would you handicap yourself against Lord Shigure? He's no mere swordsman.
As I'm painfully aware, Shigure is a true master. We trained together since we were small children. I was his sparring partner for 10 years. His skill with the greatsword is godlike. So, in order to beat him, I took up the short blades. To our school, it might be secondary, but it's what I know best.
You're badly disadvantaged in reach.
If I eliminate my fear, I have a chance. If I can control the terror of being split in half and I can step inside his guard,
True.
he'll have 2 times the trouble.
Eliminating fear, huh? A style for someone who's lost his humanity.
Right?
It's like you two brothers are the very swords you carry.
Huh?
Stormhowl, a godlike sword known to all as the strongest there ever was. Stormquell, burdened by the ceaseless struggle to best the other. One, an exorcist who walks in the light. One, a demon moving through the shadows. The only thing these two polar opposites want
Is to cut down the other.
precisely.
Both are renowned blades. But I don't see what exorcists and demons have to do with it.
Yeah, so kind of forgot what I was already talking about, but yeah, it's a good symbolism with how Magilu, described it. And like Rokuro said, if he can eliminate that fear of being split in half, he can win. Because typically in these type of duels, especially swords, if the other person can, just literally not care, feel no fear, and they can step in that reach, to get past the other person's most likely to guard, try to dodge, in which case, since you're not doing that, you're going to kill them. So it's a good thing, but a bad thing, because it could extremely backfire, especially if both of them at the same time are eliminating that fear. So it's literally who hits who first. Okay, good point, because we're about to come up on the 1 hour mark. So I'm going to go ahead and save, and that's going to be it for this. In the next part, we will end up fighting Shigure, I think, to get out of here. So that's going to be it for this video. We, explored more of this cave, going through it, learn more of a backstory between the swords, Kurogane, see Rokuro's brother, all that stuff on them. And then, of course, watching Eleanor struggle to, fight other humans. And to the point where now Velvet is gonna, let her fight them, but don't kill them. So that's a shift right there in Velvet's, I guess, outlook, you can say. It's a little bit of a shift, not major, just a little bit of a shift. But as we keep going through the story and see more skits and stuff like that, you'll see a shift in Velvet. Another one you can kind of see a shift a bit is that she kind of felt like went into a little her sister role again whenever she was telling Laphicet like she's number one and Eleanor is number two, which she probably didn't mean anything by it but it was funny. Still no treasure. Rip. But yeah, you'll start to see those as time goes and the skits continue playing and stuff. But yeah, that's going to be it for this part, and I will see you guys in the next one, which I will probably record tomorrow, which will be a Thursday, because I'm leaving out Friday and won't be back till Sunday, so I might record another one tomorrow, and if not, then I'll just, whenever I get back on, from work on Monday, then that's whenever I'll do the next part. So, until then, I'll see you guys then. Peace.